Hi, I'm Chaos, the god of chaos, and the first thing in this universe. In the next few minutes I'm going to be telling you the Greek creation myth, which explains how everything came to be. But before we begin, hit that like button down below. In the beginning there was just me, Chaos, and I rather liked being the only one around. But one day I got bored and decided to bring some life into this universe. So I created a god named Nyx, a half bird, half god, who had majestic black wings just like the night sky. I then created a god called Erebus, who was the brother of Nyx. Just like Nyx brought the sky, Erebus brought darkness. Now I decided to light things up and created Gaia, the planet Earth, and Uranus, who is the sky. Unfortunately, things were still not the way I wanted them to be, but that soon changed. Erebus and Nyx had a child, and a couple of days later Nyx laid a golden egg, and for ages she sat upon this egg, until finally life began to stir in the egg, and out of it rose Eros, the god of love, and Psyche. As my gift to them I allowed them to name my other two children, the sky and the earth, and that's how they got their names Gaia and Uranus. Then, being the god of love, Eros made both Gaia and Uranus fall in love. Uranus and Gaia had many children together, and eventually had grandchildren. But after some time Gaia's children became afraid of the power of their children. As an example of this, Cronus, who trying to protect himself, swallowed his children when they were still infants. However, his wife Rhea hid their youngest child, who was later named Zeus. Rhea then gave Cronus a rock wrapped in baby clothes, which he swallowed, thinking it was his son. Wow, this is really messed up. Anyway, once the child had reached manhood, his mother instructed him how to trick his father to give up his other brothers and sisters, who he'd previously swallowed. Once this was accomplished, the children of Cronus fought a mighty war against their father. After much fighting, the younger generation won. With Zeus as their leader, they began to gift Gaia with life, and Uranus with stars. Soon the earth lacked only two things, man and animals. Zeus summoned his sons, Prometheus and Prometheus. He told them to go to earth and create man and animals and give them each a gift. Prometheus set to work forming men in the image of the gods, and Prometheus worked on the animals. As Prometheus worked, he gave each animal he created one of the gifts. After Prometheus had completed his work, Prometheus finally finished making man. However, when he went to see what gift to give the man, Prometheus shamefacedly informed him he'd foolishly used all the gifts. Distressed, Prometheus decided he had to give man fire, even though the gods were the only ones meant to have access to it. As the sun god rode across the world the next morning, Prometheus took some of the fire and brought it back to man. He taught his creation how to take care of it, and then left them. When Zeus discovered Prometheus' deed, he became furious. He ordered his son to be chained to a mountain, and for a vulture to peck at his liver every day till eternity. And being a god, Prometheus could never die, so his liver grew back after every vulture encounter. Then Zeus began to devise a punishment for mankind, because he was equally as mad at mankind for accepting Prometheus' gift. So when another of his sons created a woman of great beauty, Pandora, each of the gods gave her a gift. Zeus's present was a curiosity in a box which he ordered her never to open. Then he presented her to Prometheus as a wife. Pandora's life with Prometheus was happy except for her intense longing to open the box. She was convinced that because the gods and goddesses had showered so many glorious gifts upon her, that this one would also be wonderful. One day when Prometheus was gone, she opened the box with her curiosity. And out of the box flew all the horrors which plague the world today: pain, sickness, envy, greed. Upon hearing Pandora's screams, Prometheus rushed home and fastened the lid shut, but all the evils had already escaped. Later that night they heard a voice coming from the box, saying,
"Let me out! I'm Hope. If you keep me in here, that will be your greatest mistake of all."
Pandora released her with hesitation, and Hope flew out into the world, soothing mankind from all the evils.
"Hi, I'm Hope, And I would just like you to go and watch another video on this channel about saving the environment. And if you do watch it, please follow the tips to give the world hope that it will not die. Bye bye.